You starting to feel comfortable? Looks like you're getting there.
Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit more comfortable. I'm just working every day, working with these guys. We got a lot of bigs on the team, a lot of rotations, but today I had a good night, so I'm just working every day.
Working on what? What's the emphasis for you?
Me just knowing my role on the team. I might not be the best offensive player on the team, but I play defense. Do all the dirty work. So that's my role, and I'm happy with it to do whatever the team needs to do to win.
Jimmy, I'm just kind of wondering, that your first shot, that hook shot, you obviously were kind of expecting a call there, so you're a little frustrated. You turn around, and then your coach is more frustrated than what you were. Just kind of like, what was that moment like? Seeing him, take up for you like that.
Yeah, I'm a big guy, so I expect a lot of people to foul me or whatever the case is. But Hug's got our back, whatever call it is. So that's just who he is, and I just got to trust that Hug's gonna have our back, and don't worry about what the rest call.
Mo, where does your defensive mobility come from?
I played soccer growing up, so that probably could be a factor too.
It looks like that little soccer kick is kind of part of you when you're sliding.
Right.
You have to get rid of that a little bit so that you don't kick the ball here.
Yeah.
Mo, the step up from junior college to major college, is it a big step? How have you adapted?
It's definitely a big step, but practicing with these guys make it a lot more easier when we go out there. So that helped a lot.
So Trey, how have you seen both those guys, Jimmy and Mo, progress? Unfortunately, you're on the sidelines watching them a lot in preseason. So how have you seen them grow?
I would say that being on the sideline was actually kind of a blessing in disguise because it taught me a lot about my teammates and their games and how they think and move. Like Tung just said earlier that he's not the greatest offensive player, but there's been times where we've seen Tung dominate an entire practice and not miss anything, and nobody could do anything about it because at the end of the day, when he gets in that mode, there's not many people that are going to stop him from doing anything, and Mo's just mobility is kind of second to none. He's running, he's guarding them screens, we call it a big step to kick it. You guys are talking about the big step. Because there's really not anybody that's getting around that big step, to be honest. But these two, credit to both of them, they're in the gym every day working, and they stay consistent with that. The sky's the limit for this team.
Trey, you have 21 tonight. You only took 10 shots. How important is that efficiency to your game?
I feel like I kind of just have a natural knack for scoring a little bit, but obviously it's been an emphasis for me my entire life to be efficient, taking the right shots at the right moments. So a lot of that is almost more credited to the defense than it is to me, because I just try to take advantage of different angles and things like that. And when you get me that close to the basket, I'm probably not going to miss that much.
Coach talked a lot on Friday at the Brawl about you not even really being unlocked yet and not even seeing the best of you. How do you feel in your progress? Because this game feels like another step forward for you.
It's kind of surreal in a way because this Friday will be 6 weeks from surgery for me. So being that I got back pretty quickly and got back to being able to be out there, now I'm a little behind as far as like conditioning and things like that and understanding our offensive plays and things like that, but that's something that I'm working on every day, so it's just going to come with time, and I think that once I get back to where I was and surpass that, then this team is going to just skyrocket.
Trey, in the first half, there was 3 possessions there where they kind of double teamed you. First couple times you kind of went around it, split it, and went to the basket. Other time you kicked it out to Joe. Do you have a plan or something that you try and do when you get double teamed, or is your goal to always just try and score?
So that's an interesting question to answer. But like I said earlier, I would say that I'm a player that plays off the defense because regardless of how you decide to guard me, there's going to be an opportunity or a window for me to attack. But I mean, I can credit that to my first 2 years of college getting double and triple teamed every time I touched the ball at UMass. So I guess that's just a familiar area for me. So when I see that double coming, I know the different angles and different things and how to break that and who's going to be open where, sort of thing.
Trey, your first 2 games, you were kind of able to kind of hang out on the perimeter a little bit offensively. Was there a point tonight where you said, hey, you know, I'm going to go inside, start coming off some screens and getting some points in the paint, or was that just kind of how the flow of the game went?
I mean, before we even started the game, I knew that I was going to play most of the game inside because their 4-man was like 8 or 9 inches shorter than me.
Right.
So like it just wouldn't make sense for me to stay out on the perimeter. So that goes back to what I said earlier. I kind of take what the defense gives where I can see my advantage.
Where does that versatility come from, though, for you to be able to do both?
It's kind of natural. It's been developed through time. I mean, I was in high school. I was bringing the ball up the court my freshman, sophomore years, and then junior, senior year, I was kind of banished to the block to kind of to kind of hone that skill, and I'm grateful for it. And then kind of the same thing. UMass, I was on the block a little bit more than outside, and then now here, I kind of have a lot of freedom to play out both because I've worked on both at different points in my life, so now it's just kind of all coming together.
We've got 3 big guys in here tonight, but tonight was kind of a showtime game for the guards too, especially defensively. Talk a little bit about what they do for you, do for you guys. I mean, you know, it's quite a show.
I mean, them guards like Joe and Keedy always playing the same defense. Like, they always bring the intensity. And then we just fed off that every time.
You don't often see a guy steal a ball twice on one possession. I mean, like he did.
Jimmy, do you like the contact? Do you almost seek it? And do you have to be careful with that because, you know, fouls for you could be easy, offensive fouls, banging away a little too much?
I mean, I don't have a problem with contact. I used to be a football player, so I'm used to contact and people grabbing me and doing what they got to do. I mean, I'm a big guy, I'm 280 pounds, so I mean, I expect it every game, so I don't really have a problem with it.
You have to be careful not to
Yeah,
get started and such?
I think I definitely have to be careful, especially when you play teams like Morehead State. They have smaller guys. I mean, it might be different when we get to Big 12 play, but you know, it's always just got to be careful. Just using my size, using my strength against smaller people. So.
Were you a lineman?
Yeah, I play offensive tackle and defensive tackle. So.
You miss that a little bit?
Yeah, I miss it. I talked to some of the football players here and there, and they was like, you know, you don't want to play basketball no more. We can use the left tackle. So, but I miss it a lot. Yeah, I definitely miss it.
Now, you've kind of, you know, 3 games into the season, each game has kind of been a step forward for you and have, you know, really showed some good flashes of potential. Has that surprised you at all? I mean, did you expect things to kind of happen as quickly as they have?
Not really. I mean, I could say that too, because since I started playing like 5 years ago, every year I like leveled up for like from high school to prep school to JUCO to here. So like every time I'm used to that little get up a little bit and I'll keep working on that.
What got you into basketball? Just the fact that you just kept getting taller?
Yeah. Sure.
First couple times you went out to play, what was that like?
So like I used to come to USA for like summer to summer, and then that one time we were just playing in the park, and little kids were just going by me and say, "You tough for no reason," you know. And then that's when I really started playing.
Well, there's not many times where a big guy gets to have like a run out for a layup or a dunk. First one didn't go perfect for you, right? But the one today, twice in the season, right? Was there a lot of pressure on that one? Because how many times is that going to happen to you? Right?
I mean, not really. That was the first time that happened to me, like losing the ball by myself, going to the glass. But, you know, wasn't that much pressure. Sure.
Second one felt better?
Yeah.
Slower? Easier? Well, just seemed like you knew what you were doing both times, but just a better bounce.
I mean, yeah, it was just like, it happens. Sometimes you just lose the ball out of nowhere. Didn't really expect it.
We saw that he talked to Eric one-on-one, but did Coach Huggs say anything to you guys or as a team overall during the kind of possessions in a row there, of the missed layup, the missed cue, kind of getting out of yourselves? Did he say anything to the group?
I mean, he did say, like, you know, we got to lock in on those little stuff, but Eric already know, like, what's going on. You know you got to step on that. So that's something he correct by himself, you know.
Did Eric then communicate that to the team at all?
Yeah, we did.
What Coach talked
We
about?
did talk to him.
No, you have like if you're driving baseline and put the ball, seems like you get the ball out of your hand pretty quick and get it up to the rim. Is that something, is that just the way you've always been, or is that something that was taught to you?
I mean, it's just read and react, you know. The defender was behind me, so I had to get it up quick before he gets to it.
You all got Pat back tonight in the lineup? So yeah, all right, smiling, right? You're big, you get bigger. What does he add to the front court for you all?
Defense, I mean, Pat, you know, he's 6'8". He's another big person on the court. He can rebound. He can, you know, do anything else that we do. So, I mean, it's just, you know, another body on the court that we need, just in case, you know, one of us get in foul trouble, one of us hurt, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, he's a good player. Defensive minded. He's still learning, but he's been playing pretty good.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Coach Huggins.